The State of Crypto is presented by Tron, connecting the world to the power of cryptocurrency.
Welcome back. Let's check in with CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day, who is also the editor of CoinDesk's The State of Crypto newsletter. Good morning, Nick. So, U.S. lawmaker Tom Emmer was asking the Treasury Department to explain Tornado Cash sanctions, saying they are untenable. And he actually spoke to CoinDesk last week, laying out his concerns. Let's have a listen.
My problem is that this software is controlled by code, not by any person or entity. So if you think about it, the sanctioning of Tornado Cash is an unprecedented shift in the Office of Foreign Asset Control in their sanctioning policy, because what they're doing is they're not sanctioning any person or entity.
So I guess my first question is, can Congress do anything about it? And is Congressman Emmer's opinion on Tornado Cash, is it popularly felt among fellow lawmakers?
Well, I haven't heard of any other lawmakers expressing these specific concerns. I'm sure there might be a few out there who share these concerns, but so far none of them have seen the need to weigh in on it yet. That being said, Congress's reaction, if anything, they might hold a hearing if they feel that this is an important enough issue, but we are, now getting quite close to election season. So my guess is Congress is probably going to be pretty busy. When they come back from recess, they're going to have a handful of weeks to really, get whatever they want to get done. And then they're going to get back to campaigning. So I don't know if we'll really see any kind of congressional action. We are seeing a lot of pushback from the crypto and internet advocacy industries. So the Electronic Frontier Foundation, for example, has now come out multiple times saying, we have concerns. We're hoping OFAC can clarify some of these things or, address these concerns. OFAC, I don't think, has responded publicly yet, so we're still waiting on that. But there is definitely a, pushback from, free speech and privacy advocates concerned that this is a slippery slope kind of situation where if you're able to sanction one piece of open source software, you might be able to sanction other pieces of open source software.
Mm-hmm. You talk about elections. Michelle Bond, she was one of the most prominent cryptocurrency advocates in this year's U.S. congressional races. She lost her bid to be the Republican candidate for her New York district. So I just wonder, what does that go to say about, crypto issues in these elections? Do people care?
No. So far, no. I've been trying to track this for quite a few weeks now, for a couple of months actually. And, we've seen a number of really prominent crypto candidates this year running in primaries. We've seen, a couple of folks out in California, in Ohio, in Texas, in New York. Although for what it's worth, Michelle Bond was, I think, one of the only ones who actually came from a crypto background and did not mention crypto at all on the campaign trail. So make of that what you will. But we've seen candidates who have, at least included crypto as part of their campaigns. Representative Emmer might be one of the few outspoken crypto advocates who is, in fact, going to run in the general. He won his primary to be the GOP nominee for the Senate in Minnesota. But by and large, most of the candidates that we've seen that have come from a crypto background or have, advocated for crypto positions have lost, some after very expensive campaigns.
Interesting. No help from SBF, but I can only assume. But finally, we're also watching crypto lender and digital platform Voyager. They have a bankruptcy hearing happening at 10 a.m. Eastern today. What can we expect out of that, Nick?
Yeah, so I believe the primary focus is going to be on this request made by Voyager to pay 38 different employees a collective $1.9 million, or on average about $50,000 per head. Basically, a retention bonus. Creditors as well as the U.S. Trustee's Office have both expressed different kinds of concerns. The creditors believe that Voyager has not done nearly enough to cut down on headcount or to reduce costs, and so their concern is that this might be an unnecessary bonus. The U.S. Trustee's Office says that some of the potential recipients might not even be eligible. I expect that to be the primary thing debated today. And yeah, we'll be covering that. That kicks off in, I think, less than half an hour.